Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Welcome and invite your friends. Today we have a very nice topic. It's good for kids, it's good for adult, and it's very scientific. Previously, in the previous episode, we showed you how Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, as a genius, he come with a story which is amazing, proven to be true, that a bunch of Jews who they live in a village in Ireland, and mostly it's in Hawaii, because I have a cousin, he is a Jew, he's from Hawaii. He told me he became a monkey who did fishing in Saturday, and then Allah, he cursed them and he made them pigs. And he made all the fish disappear during the whole week, and Allah told them don't fish on Saturday, but Allah, he made the fish only appear on Saturday, and the fish jump in the top of the water and do like gymnastic, like ta 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 ta, ta, you cannot fish me. And then the Jews, they cannot fish them, so but they became hungry, and there is no shawarma at that time, and there is no hummus. So the Jews, they cannot live without it. So what they do, they fish in Saturday because they have babies, they want to survive. So Allah, he cursed them for fishing in Saturday, and he made them pigs, as we showed you, that how Netanyahu became a pig, a monkey. Jack Shalom, he became a monkey. The wife of Netanyahu, look, she's in the front, she became a monkey. This is a true story, proven scientifically to be true. Today we have different story, brother. Today our story about the Jewish rats and pigs. Now the Jewish became pigs according to Muhammad, but Muhammad, he found that there is some of them, not all of them became pigs and monkeys. There's some they became rats. And that is absolutely proven scientifically. And how we can prove that? You see, Prophet Muhammad, he have his own way of observation. Prophet Muhammad is not like us. He's different. We have to admit, we have to agree. It doesn't matter how much you like him, how much you hate him. He is different. The way he talk, because he have a broken teeth in the front, so he don't talk like us. So he say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And that make him unique. And people will love his accent wherever he go. But additional to that, there's more stuff Prophet Muhammad, he came with, which is fantastic and realistic. Yeah. Just to show you how realistic it is, the story of Prophet Muhammad. If you look with me in the pictures here, and by the way, we want to say thank you for Mr. Abdul Aziz, the one who made this cartoon. Obviously, he's an ex-Muslim, and he did a great job to help us to understand Islam. If you see this guy here, you see, this is very realistic picture. How we can say this is very realistic picture? I mean, look at him. Look at him. Present the misery of that time. There is no Netflix. There is no internet. There is no dishwasher. I mean, just forget it. We can't compare, very realistic. Look at this guy, he's sweating here. I mean, put yourself in his shoes. No air condition, no Lexus, no Toyota, no Honda, no Mercedes-Benz. So, and the Prophet was observing everything, and nothing can go around the Prophet without his observation. So the Prophet was observing a bunch of rats, and those rats were doing something very weird. Actually, something very suspicious. Now, for an average person like me and you, we will not notice what's happening. But for a person like Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he noticed something very, very, very important. Prophet, he noticed that rats don't drink camel milk. Now, how we can explain that? It's impossible to explain it for an average person like you and me. An average person like you and me, we can't explain anything. Like, as an example, you are late and you are coming home late. How you can explain why you are late, not to your wife, to your mother-in-law? You cannot. She will get you busted, she will hit you with a shoe. So you cannot do that. The Prophet Muhammad, he can explain anything. For him, it's like this, so easy, unbelievable. I mean, Prophet Muhammad, actually, he has written his name in the top most 100 influence in the world. He's number one. And in the book there, it says that George Bernard Shaw, he said, if Prophet Muhammad exists right now, he can solve all the problem of the world while he is drinking his coffee. And it's true. I will show you how we solve this problem. Here we have a problem, scientific problem. Prophet, he noticed that rats didn't drink camel milk. Uh-oh. But why? Why rats will not drink camel milk? I mean, think about it. It doesn't matter how much you think, you will not come with an answer because you are not smart. Let us face it. I mean, let us be humble and not to be so too much proud about ourselves, and so people can respect us. I mean, you might think that you have education, like myself. The only certificate I have is my driver license, but that makes me very educated compared to Muhammad. I mean, compared to some other people. So, brother, Prophet Muhammad was watching the rats, and the rat, he come. Actually, I was doing that too. I did my own experiment. Forget about it. It's mental thing. It's mental, experimental. Like the end there is a mental. I was in a Starbucks and I put a drink in front of a rat, and this drink, was not a camel milk. He drank it. I was observing to see if the Prophet telling the truth. I put another cup of milk, have camel milk in it. The rat, he was shaking his head like, no, no, I'm not going to drink it. And if you notice, rats, they support Starbucks because it's owned by Jews. I mean, come on. That's another fact too. Starbucks, it's owned by the Jews. So they support Starbucks. They drink Starbucks milk, and it's not camel milk, supporting, the Jewish owner. So Prophet Muhammad was doing his own observation, and he come with something very, very important. We cannot deny. It doesn't matter how people who hate the Prophet, they try to make fun of him. You cannot. You have to respect this guy. So Prophet, here he was watching the rats, and he noticed that they drink camel milk. They drink milk of a cow or a sheep or anything, but they drink powder milk, like the one for babies. They drink it, they have no problem. But they don't drink camel milk. So Prophet, he thought about it, because he's very knowledgeable, he's very knowledgeable Prophet. So he said to himself, okay, hold on. Zach Salom told me that we are Jewish, we cannot drink camel milk because it's forbidden. Eating camel milk, eating camel meat and drinking camel milk is forbidden in the Torah. And so let me connect the dots. Here the genius act show up. This is how you know when a person is a genius. He's born as a genius. He's not like us. I told you where is the word genius is coming from. It's coming from Prophet Muhammad. He used to have a girlfriend. Her name is Jean. So he'll call her Jean. She say yes, and this is where the word genius came from. That's very true. This is very. You can check the dictionary. Check the dictionary. Anyway, the same as Shakespeare. He was a Muslim too, and he was an Arab. His name is Shakespeare. Check the dictionary. Anyway, so brother, Prophet Muhammad was observing the rats, and the rats was drinking only sheep. They don't drink, as you see here in the picture. I don't know if you notice here. The picture here is making it more clear for you, especially if you are kafir. And I know, kuffar, those they are deaf and they are blind, as the Quran says. They don't see they don't even smell, crazy people. So here you see that it says in the cup, it says sheep. They drink sheep milk. They love it. Like they're crazy. It's so go cruise. The second you put sheep milk for the rats, they like, they cannot stop. They can't even hold themselves from drinking it. But the second you put a cup full of camel milk, the rat like, no, sorry. Like, what happened? Are you fasting? Is it Ramadan for you? What happened? I cannot. Come on, rat. Aren't you thirsty? It's a desert. No. Don't even try. So the rat, he insists he will never drink camel milk. So Prophet, he said to himself, oh, okay. You know what? The Jews don't drink camel milk. The rat don't drink camel milk. Obviously, those rats, they are Jews. Hello. And this is very, very, very unique. So Muhammad, he come to an understanding scientifically, because as we showed you the evidence, you don't drink camel milk. This is scientifically. So he come to understanding that obviously that the rats, those are Jews who disobey Allah, and Allah, He made them rats, and this is why so look, now they became rats, but still they are Orthodox Jews. I mean, look at this. I mean, you are a Jew and then you became a rat and still you are observing the Torah. How beautiful. How beautiful. And then, you know, the Prophet, he came with this hadith, or where it says here, this is Sahih Bukhari. They cannot say it's weak and, you know, this garbage, you know. Actually, I did a translation for the Indonesian so they can read with me. You know how good is my Indonesian translation. I will read for you in the Indonesian language. Excuse me if I make little mistakes here and here, little, you know, because it, you know, my Indonesian is not perfect. As you know, like I speak 70 million languages, by the way, including Indonesian. Nabi Barakata Sekalamambuk orange. Now you know where orange coming from. The first word orange came from Indonesian language. Take a note. Israel. This is where the word Israel coming from too. Okay. Terazit Tedak Da Yang Taha Aba Yang Merka Lakukan. You know, it's you know, this is about being lucky so from time to time. Okay. Tetabib Yasaya Tedak Milahat Mererika. Just let it go. Okay. Kasuli. You know what? I say to myself, what is the word kasuli coming from? And now I know. Yeah. Anyway, so here again, the word marika is coming again. Okay. TikTok, you know, TikTok. Yeah. Okay, I will stop. Sorry. Because, you know, I did not wear my sunglasses, so I cannot see the writing very good. But I'm going to let my sister from Google to read for you the translation. Okay? Let us see.
Nabi berkata, sekelompok orang Israel tersesat. Tidak ada yang tahu apa yang mereka lakukan. Tetapi saya tidak melihat mereka kecuali mereka dikutuk dan diubah menjadi tikus. Karena jika Anda menaruh susu unta betina di depan seekor tikus tidak akan meminumnya. Tetapi jika susu domba diletakkan di depannya, ia akan meminumnya. Saya mengatakan ini kepada kapetik terbalik B yang bertanya kepada saya, apakah kamu mendengarnya dari Nabi? Saya bilang iya. Kapetik terbalik B menanyakan pertanyaan yang sama beberapa kali. Aku berkata pada kapetik terbalik B, apakah saya membaca Taurat? Yaitu, saya memberitahu Anda ini dari Nabi.
That's so beautiful. Actually, she made some mistakes, but later I will correct them, no problem. But here you notice, brother, okay, that she said here, apakah kamu mada negarinia dari, okay, Nabi. I mean, this is very clear. I think this is, I do not need to translate that part for you, all right? So here it says, saya, you know, let's see the question mark here. The Prophet always questions things. Always he questions things. He cannot stop questioning. He is like a question machine. Prophet Muhammad, whatever he saw, he questioned. He's a question machine because it's genius. You know, I told you he used to have a girlfriend. Her name is Jean, and her last name is Yes. You know. So anyway, so saya balangya kab malala. So if you are a Muslim now from Indonesia and you read this, you will be like, wow, how the Prophet knew this. I mean, if I put myself in your shoe. English is very funny. I put myself in your shoe. Man, the Muslim, they will say, no, he's like a rat inside the shoe. What are you talking about? Don't say like that. Yeah, English is funny, you know. So I put myself in your shoe, okay. Nabi saka kalamu bambuk orange. He did all those stuff by himself, and because he's inspired by Allah, and he was able to find that rats are. Those are the one who cursed by Allah, and Allah, he made them rats, and you know they are from the ratty tribe, you know. And now we know where the word came in, like rattlesnake. Maybe rattlesnake is the same, like, you know, they used to, you know, not to observe the Torah, so Allah, he made them maybe the rattlesnake too. I mean, you never know. So we need the Prophet to think about it twice, and he give us the price. So here you see it says Aba Kamu Mandarin. This is not Mandarin. Hold on. See, sometimes I make mistakes in reading. I have to agree. The funny, the Muslims, they say they don't speak Arabic. Now, what they would say about my Indonesian. Unbelievable. So Prophet Muhammad is so good. So good. He's so good to be true. We have to face it. I mean, who can deny this? How he discovered this discovery. You know, today we have laboratory, we have a computer, we have all those crazy stuff, you know, and still we cannot discover this. Prophet Muhammad, little observation, he look at the rat, he look at the milk, he think about it, he put his finger in his nose, he got some boogers out, and he come with the conclusion, okay, they must be Jews because they don't drink milk, which from the camel. Jews don't drink milk from the camel, so obviously those are rats, who they are Orthodox Jews. Allah, he cursed them, and he made them rats. It's so clear, like the sky. But for average people like us, you and me, we cannot figure it out by ourselves, because this is impossible for a human being like us if he is not a prophet, because you know, when you are a prophet, you have a special features. You know, you have a special features, and nobody can deny those features. Prophet Muhammad, he have all the features you want. He have more than, actually, according to what I understand, he have 12 antennas to receive and the inspiration from Allah, but yet you need to be squeezed by Jibreel to activate the antenna, which is very, you know, true. You know, I mean, I saw many prophets, they have antennas, and you need to squeeze them. As an example, when you go fishing, there's something you squeeze to activate the light. You know, you throw it in the water at dark. Exactly what happened to Muhammad. The angel, he squeezed him, and he started lighting up everything. Actually, even the Quran says that the prophet is a siraj and mudiyan. You know, in case you do not know what that means, let me educate you, ignorant people. It says he is. This is why the Shia, they believe that Muhammad and his family, they are made of light. And by the way, this is proven to be true, because Prophet Muhammad, if you watch the video, when the guy in the sheikh is his name Mufti, he said the Prophet, he was walking at night, and then a person, he saw him, and then the person, he said, I look at the moon, I look at the Prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the Prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the Prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the Prophet. Come tomorrow. I look at the moon, I look at the Prophet. I'm not kidding, just watch the video. He was saying exactly the same. I look at the moon, I look at the Prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the Prophet, and the guy was almost crying. I look at the moon, and I look at the Prophet, I look at the moon, and I look at the Prophet, and I look at the moon, and I look at the Prophet, and the Prophet, he was more bright than the moon. He's a lamp, you know. So anyway, what does have to do with our topic? Crazy people, crazy people. Why you are taking me away from my topic? Crazy people. I'm going to sue you for disturbing my flight of thought. Okay. So anyway, the guy, he found that the Prophet is so white and he is so bright, you know, not like us, you know, like, you know, we have to put, you know, like makeup and it's shiny stuff on your faces. Those women, you know, they put paint in their face, and God knows what they put there too, and crazy stuff, you know, to become shiny like Prophet Muhammad, but they will never be able to do so, because Prophet Muhammad is shiny by birth, you know. Even the hadith says what when she gave birth to him, I mean his mommy, she have light coming from her private part, reach all the way the palaces of Damascus. I'm not talking about the explosion in Beirut. This is not because of the Prophet birth light coming from his mother private part. Have nothing to do with it. That ammonium and stuff, no. This is a different story. So anyway, here we notice that Prophet Muhammad can beat anyone in his knowledge, his attitude, and his observation. And now I challenge any Muslim to and challenge any Christian, anyone to prove Prophet Muhammad is not a prophet. Otherwise, how he knew this? How he knew this? You have to, you know, you have to explain to me how he knew this. It's impossible. You have to be only a prophet to know all those stories, and you know, like, okay, so you know what? Now we knew what happened to those Jewish and how they end in this category. Gory. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Gory and her sister now, because you know this is a different story. So let us focus on the story here. Any Muslim have a comment? Any Muhammadan have a comment about what your prophet said, that he discovered that the Jews being cursed and became rats? And as you see, this is Sahih Bukhari, so we cannot say this is fabricated, etc. You know? Any Muhammadan? No Muhammadan? No? Ali is saying, okay, you see, the best thing about Muslims, they change topic in the speed of light. Ali, he is not worried about his prophet and his fiction story. He is worried about who told you that Muhammad cannot have kids. Who told you now, huh? I want to know who told you. Christian Prince, change your topic. I want to know who told you that the Prophet Muhammad don't have kids. The rats and the milk and no, I want to know who told you that the Prophet Muhammad don't have kids. My friend, the Quran says. Why Muslims are ignorant? You don't know your book? Chapter 108 is 3 verses. A person, he accuse him, they put between two bracket, cut off from future hope. Future hope of what? He's cut off. People make of him. They say you don't have one. You are cut off. The Quran says. So now we change the topic for you. And what we would do. And even the Quran says that Muhammad was not the father of any. You know, ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم. Muhammad was not a father of any of your men. Why? Because simply he don't have one, you know. Okay, now we answer you. So are you going to answer us about the, you know, about the rats? Can we go back to the rat now? Hello? 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 So anyway, I'm really truly convinced that Prophet Muhammad is a truly prophet, and there is many evidence about him as a prophet, and because he used to drink prophetine, caffeine, and you know, all things, and he used to have special sexual desire for little kids, even 14. So I mean, it's obvious. All right, the only rat is me. So you are confirming what your prophet said. Okay, yeah, I don't drink camel milk. You're right, the only rat is me. So now you change your mood. You cannot answer me. Look what this guy is saying to me. I mean, when I say to you they are hilarious, they give you speeches about how amazing Quran, how amazing Islam, how amazing. And the second you start reading for them the stupidity in their books, they start calling you names. Okay, call me rat, no problem. By the way, why your prophet last name is dogs? That's the question. And why he married a girl, her last name is Jahsh, which means donkeys. Do you know? Hello? Last name is dogs. The wife is donkey. The kids, no wonder he could not have kids, because how you marry anyway, this is a different topic. So as you see, the second you show them how embarrassing, how stupid their prophet is, they try to change the topic in a speed of light. They try to bully you, they try to smear you, they try to make bad stories about you, but they cannot answer the stupid claims of their prophet. This is how they are. Right? This is how they are. Now, we have a Hindu, he want to call me, all right? Now, I wanted to make this episode only about Muhammad, but as long as we have a Hindu, he is upset from me because I spoke about Sadhguru. You know, my friend, Sadhguru is a sad person for me. He is saying you air, which we have. I'm going to open my Skype for you. the Hindu guy, because now we finished with Muhammad, we spank him, and it's time to spank someone else. So the guy who is a Hindu, who he said you want to call me, I will log in Skype, my friend, and I want you to prove me wrong in whatever I said. Do you remember even what I said? I don't think so. Okay. All right, the Hindu guy who said he want to call me, I'm waiting for you. My Skype is on. Please give me a call. All right, I think he is calling now. Hello?
Hello, sir. I'm sent from Pakistan.
I don't hear you. What?
Hello, sir.
Yes, you are the Hindu person, right? The one who said you wanted to talk about Sadhguru.
I'm Sunny from Pakistan. No.
You are
I'm Christian from
okay.
Pakistan.
No, I want the Hindu guy to call me. Please don't call me now.
Actually, I just thankful to you.
No, hold on. Please, guys, I said the Hindu guy call me. The Hindu guy call me. The Hindu guy call me. What is the Hindu guy? The one who follows Sadhguru, who said that he have 36 million gods. The upset. What is the upset Hindu? It's your time, my friend. Here we go, as I promised you. Where are you, Alawi? Alawi, whatever your name. Are you there? Are you there? So when we ask you to call, you disappear. When I am not there to talk to you, you are a hero. What happened? Oh, maybe him is calling now. All right. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, my friend. You are the Hindu person who said you want to call me?
Yes, Christian Prince. I am that Hindu person and my name is Alvin. And I really like your work, but there are certain things I think that are misconceived by you. And I just wanted to, there are many things that I want to talk about, that the issues that you raised were, first is about multiple gods, right?
I wanna first, let's go from Sadhguru. What do you think about this guy, Sadhguru?
Okay, so what did he tell that made you feel that it is wrong?
Well, everything he said is wrong, because simply this guy, he is saying you air. He never teach anything. Okay, I will give you. Do you remember the video I played? This guy, he was making fun of a guy who was asking him. He's not debating him. He is a Buddha. He's not a Christian. He's not insulting him. He made all kind of humiliation against the guy about his name, how he think, what he want, what his ideas of life. I mean, is that how you explain to someone? We are not debating. I am not insulting you. I am coming.
No, you are talking about, he was talking about karma and what was the first karma originated from, right?
Correct. But what he said to him, he made fun of him non-stop before even he answered about the karma. I mean, before he start answering the karma, he humiliated the person more than 15 minutes, just bragging about how stupid he is. And then he explained the karma. What he said about the karma, tell me, what is the karma, according to him?
Okay, so I would say karma is the level of existence. Like you are at a particular level of existence in which you will affect the surrounding around you. And the surrounding will affect you in the same way. That is the whole, we as Hindus have that.
No, you see, this is not what happened in the video. The karma, I thought you are calling me to tell me what Sadhguru is saying. The karma is something pre-exist. It's pre-exist, correct? Is it pre-exist or is it exist after?
No, it is the cause and effect. That's it.
No, it's a cause and effect. This guy was, a question is so clear. He said to him, before I was exist, where was my karma? Correct? Okay, I will give you the question. Maybe Sadhguru, he is not smart enough to answer it. where was the karma before your existence?
Yeah, before my existence. That is what the thing is. First of all, you have to understand that in our Hinduism, right? We don't even call it Hinduism because Hinduism is a term. Hindu is a word which is given by you people, like Christians to us, right? This is a terminology by you, right? So we call it Sanatani Dharma, right? And the thing about karma is related to time. Cause and effect is related to time. Time is itself a god. The universe itself is God. If you want to believe it or not, that's another thing, right? So now what I want to say is the whole universe is one God. And I will come to multiple gods also later if you want to ask that. This whole universe itself is God, including time. Time is the destroyer. It is known as Krishna. It is not like a person standing, there's no image of it. The time itself is God. Right? So time causes the cause and effect. That is known as karma. So what we are talking about is what pre-existed before time is an existence which is known as the timeless existence, which is known as Brahman. So which is without time. So if you can imagine what is without time, that is known as timeless existence, that is achieved by meditation. Where your karmas, that is cause and effect, does not take place and you are existing devoid of time. So that is the concept. And again you said that you alleged that Hinduism is a bunch of philosophies and hence it is not true. So I just wanted to ask you what kind of logic is that?
So what it is? Yeah. Okay, if Hinduism is not a philosophy, what is the facts about Hinduism? Show me one fact. It is not philosophy.
Yeah, everything is philosophy. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Okay. What makes you think that a philosophy cannot be true?
Okay. Well, philosophy because it's not, okay. Here we go. Muhammad, he have his own philosophy. He discovered that the rats are Jews because they drink milk. They don't drink milk of a camel. This is philosophy. This is an idiot philosophy. So what is my guarantee that your philosophy is not the same as the philosophy of Muhammad? Show me one philosophy. Makes sense, because what you said to me about cause and effect is a very funny and silly. Because okay, I will tell you why. I will go with your philosophy. You as a Hindu, you believe that there's ranks for society, correct?
What is that?
There's ranks for society.
No, that is not true. But you can go ahead. You can post it. I will repeat.
No, I am very. You see, I used to have a neighbor, and he is from the Brahma, and he's a doctor. He's very nice. He's a very nice person, and he is the one. First time ever I heard about Hindus, it was from him. I don't know even what a Brahma is. He is the one who told me that he's a Brahma, and in India there is ranks. And his family, they are from the highest ranks in Hindu belief. Is that true?
Yes, that is true in the society. But
so when we say, okay, how the Brahma became the highest society according to what religion?
No. They are not the highest. There's the section of society. In every section, there is upper class, middle class, and lower class. In the same way, there was in the ancient times upper class, middle class, and the lower class.
Okay, is that part of your philosophy? Is that part of the philosophy? Is that part of the philosophy of the Hindu, or this is fiction?
No, it is not.
Okay, no, it is actually. It is part of the caste system. You are not being honest with me because let me ask you. Yeah. Do any Hindu, including the Sadhguru, stand against the caste system, say this is wrong?
Yes.
Okay, can you show me a video? Can you give me a video of Sadhguru saying that?
Yes, he says that.
Okay, can you show me the video? What's the name of the video? I will search it right now, put it on the screen.
You can go to Isha Foundation. Okay, the videos are there where every day there is a food given for 4,000 downtrodden people in the village. 4,000 meals every day. So that itself is, if he was...
guys, you see, here we go. I'm talking now again, not a Hindu. I'm talking to Abdul, because you have the logic of Abdul. You are telling me he gave a meal for 4,000 people. What does have to do with my question? Is caste system exist in Hinduism? Yes, it exists. It exists until now, practice until now, and the priests are the first one to perform it. So don't tell me he gave 4,000 meal. I will give one sandwich now for a poor guy, but doesn't mean that I am accepting him to be equal to me if I give him a, actually many of those who they give donation, not all of them for sure, they give donation to the law down to show off. It's a show off, because if this guy is a good guy, he will not go and say, I gave 4,000, Jesus said, when you give with the right hand, don't take the other hand, no. So why he is telling everybody, why he's recording it? Simply because it's a short time and it's not real. I'm asking you now. Okay, according to what? There is a high society rank and there is a low society rank. Who is the one who believes in this, and what is the reason?
Yeah, the reason is when there was a British rule, right? Now you criticize Islam, so you
no. Hold on. The caste system exists thousands of years before the British exist in your country, so don't go there.
I'm going there because you have a misconception. Very sure, right?
Okay.
So there was a section of the society does not mean the scripture is. Like, for example, I can tell that why do Christians own black slaves? That would be a clear misdirection, right? Christians own it, the people own it, so I can't say that your scripture says that. That is point number one.
What the Christians say? I did not understand. What the point number one? I did not hear you. What?
Point number one is, if I say that Christian owned black slaves, it would be a very misdirected quote from me, right?
No, it's not misdirected, because yes, and there's a black and
what
there's.
Do you mean?
This is not. No, they were Christians. Those who did that, they were a Christian. This is true, and they own black slave. But this is. So I can say right now. You see, the logic is false, because I can say there's a person who's a Christian, but he wear a cross and he do drugs and he sell drugs. But what does have to do with Christianity?
Can I blame Christianity for that?
Exactly. But I'm saying to you now, is the caste system part of your like. When a Hindu, he said to me something, I want him to show me reference saying that we as a Hindu, we don't believe in such a thing. So if we go right now and search in your script, which does not exist because Hindus don't have a book. Which book is yours?
There are Vedas, Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda.
Here we go. So everyone, so this is what philosophy do. Each one of them, he have his own books, and you don't know what Hinduism.
No. This collection is the collection of books.
Okay, the guy who called me last time, the guy who called me last time, he said that you Hindus believe in one God. Sadhguru, he said, we have 36 million gods. Which one of them is saying the truth?
Yes.
If you have one school, if you have one books, okay. Which one is correct?
Exactly. See, you have to, can I first, we will not jump from topic, we'll complete one topic, we'll go to that topic as well.
But before we go to the topic, you see, because we need to understand, do you even have one belief to discuss the belief? You don't.
It is not belief. We don't believe in anything.
So again, guys, did you hear? With my respect to the caller, he said we don't believe in anything. So how philosophy became a belief? You just said to me that philosophy is the one to guide you and the one who teach you and make you to believe. So how philosophy? Okay. No, hold on. You see, I am a person who like to take the word and not to let it go in the wind. So you just said we don't have a belief. So I will debate you about what? You don't have a belief. I mean, you can say to me whatever we want because this is philosophy. You can say to me Mickey Mouse is God. Actually, there's a temple for the Hindus. It's saying that rats are God. Okay. All right. Okay. So as long we are talking about rats. My friend. As long we are talking about rats today. How in the world you as a Hindu believe that rats can be God? Explain the philosophy for me. Everything can be God. I'm talking about the rat now. How the rat became God. Explain to me the philosophy. I'm listening.
Yeah, okay. So can I do that? Because I want to cover three things because you have attacked three strawmans and I want to
Okay, my friend, I want you to start with the rats became gods in your philosophy. How that happened? I mean, what is the logic behind this? So we might understand. Go ahead. I will show on the screen the temple of rats in India, where a Hindu believe that rats are gods and they are giving them milk. I don't know if this milk is a sheep milk or a camel milk. You can tell us what it is.
Okay. nice. That was a nice joke. And Christian Prince, I really like your, sense of humor. But yeah, Christian Prince, the thing is here, we have to understand the ideology here because it differs from your ideology does not make it false. Okay, so you can debate about it, but okay, so I'll start with what is God, the concept of God and the concept of Bhagwan, right? So there are some Indian followers of yours. I will tell a word which is a Sanskrit word. Okay, it has a root in Sanskrit. It is known as Bhagwan. So Bhagwan does not mean God. Bhagwan means a teacher, right? A useful thing, or it can be considered as anything that is useful for you. So if anyone is praising a rat, right? So it's not the physical form of that rat first, and a rat is a useful thing when for the ecosystem.
Okay, so what the rat? Okay, hold on. You see, I'm trying to learn from you because we don't want to skip points. So rats, they look like rats, but they are in fact maybe Jews. Are you saying that like Muhammad? Well, this is what you say. What's your name, by the way? How I can say your name? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Alvin.
Elwin. Okay, Elwin, listen. Muhammad just said that he observed the Jews and he noticed that